Hello, what is up, YouTube? This is Big Zess here. We are back finally with another video. We are going to be continuing our Returning to Once Human series here. As you guys can hear, I finally got my microphone situation sorted out. Got a new microphone. Hope you guys like the audio quality now with a boom arm. So it's going to be set in the correct spot. No more really low audio, hopefully, moving forward. So, what we're going to be doing today is pretty much what we've been doing with the last couple of videos. We're just going to continue assaulting the strongholds surrounding the area and then take on the boss. It looks like I actually possibly off stream and recording took on a couple areas, so it looks like we have two over here left, this one and this one all the way up north, and then we still have the monolith in itself left. I think I just have to do the boss here, and then we also still have this silo here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this silo first, since we're right next to it, and then we'll march on to the other two stronghold areas. So let's go ahead and get this silo done. The build I'm rocking today, I decided to switch back to the Bastille set, or at least on this character. I think, yeah, I have both of the Bastille set and the Renegade set. I switched back to the Bastille set because the weapon damage increase is just, in my opinion, a lot better than just the weak spot damage increase of the Renegade set. Not every boss that you go against actually has weak spots, so just having a flat damage increase is a little bit more versatile. I am also doing sort of a hybrid between healing and just damage increase or damage output. So right now, instead of having a healing mark, I have just vulnerability amplifier. And then on this gun still gives me the healing. It's not as much because I don't have the leather boots, but with the earthly boots, what this does is it gives me just a flat 30% damage increase when hitting marked targets. So I mark the targets with bullseye with my wildfire, switch to the other gun, and just light them up. And just like that, it's that simple. My gear is not fully maxed out yet. Everything is still, at least for my weapons, they are, I believe, calibration 4. I just haven't gathered all the resources yet. Specifically, Stardust Source is what I'm lacking. I've had a pretty good acid farm going and a pretty steady flow of acid coming in, along with my mimetic that allows me to craft acid at the alchemy bench. So acid is not really a problem. It's just getting all the Stardust Source. However, later on, we can just sort of spam run dungeons to get a lot of Stardust Source, because we don't no longer have to deal with controllers. So let's see, we have about 250 from that run, which isn't bad. So let's make it back home. Oh wait, I have to talk to T-Man over here. Oh, there's a Morphic crate.
Thank you.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I filled through.
Okay, so next area that we're going to go to, let's just go back to the house, and then we'll teleport wherever it is that we need to go. Let's go over here, and we'll take this teleportation tower. Sorry for the background noise, if you guys hear it. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but I have some fans going. One thing I forgot to mention, on my other character in the winter scenario, I did farm the other attachments that are available in the Way of Winter scenario, like this one. No, not that one. This one. Right. And I really do like this sight. However, stat-wise, this one just gives more range. But we can play around with this for a little bit. Because that sight picture is just extremely clean. It just works so well. The other one is really good too, but I really like the sight picture of this new scope. The range stat on a sniper, I'd say that the two most important stats are range and accuracy. Obviously, with a sniper rifle, you want to make sure that it actually shoots where you're aiming. Stability doesn't matter because you're not going to be shooting fast enough for it to even notice it. But the range is the damage fall off point. So, in this game, there is an effective range for each weapon. For snipers, obviously, they're going to have the highest effective range numbers by default. However, there are also some attachments that can increase that range stat, so that way you can be even further away and still be able to do optimal damage. You can also build range through attachments on a lot of other different guns, but depending on the gun, it really just doesn't matter, because certain guns, once you get out to a certain range, it's just not viable. You know? For example, my assault rifle, I'll switch back to it here. Alright. So my gun, my assault rifle, through accessories, I tried to make this gun as balanced as possible. Right? Stability wise, accuracy wise, I tried to make those very similar and give myself as much range as possible as I can. However, even with trying to balance this out, you know, with the assault rifle, you're just not going to hit that many targets accurately at a given distance. And so it's kind of pointless to build even more range with this gun, because doing that, you're going to suffer quite a bit in the stability and accuracy category. So with that argument, it's like, okay, sure, you can hit a target with this gun maximum without damage fall off, probably at 40 something or 30 something meters. Let's see, how far is that? That's 50. So yeah, 35 meters, I think. The way that I have it built now, the damage fall off starts at 28. So that was a crit. So body shot was 536. Now it's 562. And he is 27 meters away right now. Let's see. 31 meters. 531. Yeah. So I could get an extra, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10% damage if I built the gun. Let's just go ahead and do it. Why not? Let's go ahead and make this as much range as possible, yeah? So in order to do that, we just have to put on all the accessories that are going to give it more range. So we have the silencer. Okay, that gives it more range. We have this scope. I think that gives it the most range. All right, but now you see my stability went all the way down to 35 and my accuracy down to 57. So I will need to use this magazine to bring my stability back up a little bit. And we'll try the triangle grip. Okay. So with a build like this, if you're going to be going for max range, you just have to make sure that you're as accurate as possible. Because the way that you have to fire now, let's try to get further away. You have to do very small controlled bursts. Because if you're just going to spray and pray from this far away, you're not hitting the damn thing. Alright? It jumps way too much. But I do love the way that the silencer sounds. Let's see. 39 meters. Oh, hello. 47. That's 566. That's my maximum effective range here. So damage fall off starts outside of 45 meters. Okay. Yeah, so the playstyle goes from, you know, almost fully auto and controlled burst to strictly controlled burst. Because the stability is just not there. So, just to keep it balanced, I use this setup, and with this setup it gives me the most stability and accuracy with the most range, while also giving me the most magazine capacity, and I just stay within about 25 meters for my engagements, and we don't have any damage fall off. Simple.
Did you hear that?
We've got it. Hide and seek. You'd better. Oh, you guys!
I'd just say, depending on your playstyle, that should be your take when it comes to mods or accessories, I should say. However you want to play the gun, that's how you should build the gun. You want to be up close and personal, then I'd say just don't even care about the range stat. Build for mostly accuracy, but a little bit of stability as well. If you're trying to be a more balanced, give yourself a balance. And then again, there's just certain guns
Did you hear that?
where you're just, it just only makes sense to build them in a certain way. Like snipers, what's the point of having stability in snipers? It's just, it just doesn't make any sense.
Getting tired of
And I think this is the last one. Alright, good. Let's go back to, actually, let's not go back to base. We're just going to drive over here. It's not too far away. That was a close one there. I don't have my healing boots on. Let's clear out our jelly. I think it might be better to switch to our healing set. I know these guys are a lot tougher. And it's nice to have the extra damage output. But I just think we definitely, we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep it how it is for now. I think the last chest is going to be in there. I am losing sanity extremely quick. There it is, finally. Ooh, another autumn equinox. Alright, so let's go ahead and head back. And make sure we get ready for the boss. So I'm making a whole lot of tungsten because we're finally going to be switching from, or should be switching from rather, steel ammunition to tungsten ammunition. So we're going to start making, I got a good storage of tungsten ingots now. So we're going to make, we'll say 22,000, a little over, 2,100 pistols. And then we're going to make as much rifle ammo as we can. Make a little bit of sniper rifle ammo as well. I think 1,500 should do. And then I don't think I'm going to go back to the shotgun, so I'm not going to do that. think that'll be all. I think I'll use the. Let me see. I think this is still. Yeah, this is still completely full. So I'm still gonna use this, but for other content, like if I'm spamming other different types of things, we'll use the tungsten ammunition for more serious boss content. I would like to switch to tungsten, but while this is all cooking up, I guess what I can do is we can just do a blackfell run. Why not? Blackfell runs are great for just gathering resources. We're just going to be as quick as possible, get in and out, hit all the storage crates, kill a couple bosses, and make sure we get the weapon crates as well. So if you're following along, just go along this route that I'm showing. It's not perfect, but this is the route that I usually take. I know there's probably someone out there who's been playing way longer than I have that knows possibly a better route, but I've been doing this for, well, as long as I've been playing for each scenario, and it's always ensured that I have the most amount of tier 5 resources, and you can do this every 4 hours or so. So before the loot resets. So whenever you can get a black fell run in, you should do so. The amount of resources is just too good to pass up. Ruthless Reaper mod is the GOAT when it comes to just mowing down huge hordes. Automatically reloads. You don't get one, get one. I forget where it drops from, but once you get one, man, regardless if it's purple or gold, the main effect of it just reloading for you is enough. You can farm for substats later. At first I was kind of against killing the mobs, but the mobs, they drop a lot of acid. So it's nice to kill them to get some more acid. And I gotta use up all this steel ammo anyway. Gotta be careful with this Eddie guy. He does so much damage. Just stay behind some cover. Just wait until they starts to glow. Shoot his balloons. It'll stun them. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything before I move all the way to over there. He didn't drop any loot. Okay, so now we can move to this building. And in this building there should be quite a lot to loot as well. Pretty much each room has a whole bunch of cabinets. Alright, what's next is there's like a parking garage underneath here. I think there's an entrance on this side. Make sure we got a flashlight. Already got 100 acid. It's good to kill mobs in this area. There's plenty of them around. There is another boss up top over there. I usually skip him because he's a boss that doesn't have a weak spot and is annoying. It's the Rain Man TV thing. There's another boss that also doesn't have a weak spot. It's over there somewhere. We are gonna kill him though. Because he's not as annoying to deal with. Actually, he's over here somewhere. If he's not dead already. Maybe someone else killed him. Yeah, someone else killed him. But we can get the gear crate there. He's inside the vending machine. That's why I couldn't kill him. Okay. not going to open up for me? There we go. Alright, so we have this house left. I know there's more that we can do somewhere in that area, but this is usually where I end it. And depending on if you have the load handling mimetic, I do, or you can buy it off of somebody. Usually once I get to this house, I'm almost at max. So if you don't have load handling mimetic or some type of thing to expand your storage, you're probably going to be already overweight, because most builds only have about 90 kilogram limits. But again, I have load handling right here, or backpack expansion, sorry, not load handling. Increases my carry weight to by 80 points, so I have 170, where most folks would only have 90. Backyard, and there's some more over here. And these dumpsters over here and there. Okay, that will be all. Let's head back to our base. Deconstruct everything and see what we got. Should be able to pick up all the ammo. Yep, ammo's done. So we have a lot of plastic. 144 plastic, 22 platinum crystals, a bunch of special parts and automatic parts. Best way to gather resources, I'm telling you. And now we need a new deconstruct box because we have run out of space. Let's just take, there's probably nothing in here. And nothing up here. Actually, no. Let's put that back. And then put this back here. Alright. So now we can put those back in there. So there's deconstruct. I'm gonna call this full. It's full of stuff. And then this one we're gonna call our new deconstruct. Okay. So let's put all this back. Now we're going to start using tungsten. You don't need to carry 26,000. I think about 15k would be enough. There you go. Don't want to overload myself. I'm already at 90. Well, I just picked up all this ingots and drop this off. Now we're down to 70. Let's see if we can. We can't. Let's just go ahead and assemble these. It's also a really good way to get formula blueprints. I'm still trying to get the toilet. I know that they... dang it. I know that they finally released a toilet formula that folks can get. And folks have been saying in forums that you can finally get it through this thing here. You have to just create it with little formula fragments. Drop that off. Am I missing anything? I think we're good. So let's go ahead and take on the boss. I think this is going to be, yep, this is going to be the Forsaken Monolith, so it's going to be the Giant. Forsaken Giant. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Okay, you're just gonna glitch behind there, huh? Should have brought beer with me. nothing to loot here. There usually is at least something. But anyway, let's take on this boss. Spring legs. So the Forsaken Giant, he's pretty simple. It's just taking turns. You only have a certain window to do damage, and that damage is pretty fixed. So once you've done a certain amount of damage, you can't do any more. The numbers are just going to hit white. And most of your damage is going to come from when hitting these weak spots. So once you hit a certain threshold, you can't do any more. And then he's going to start to target me to break. Pick this up? I can't. Target me. So you just want to evenly distribute the attacks across the platform. You don't want to stand in one place twice. Make sure you get your low damage in while you can. And stand here, and then move to the next section of the platform. This way, when you distribute it evenly, not everything is just going to break on you, and then you're only subjected to just one part of the platform. You want to make sure you have the whole platform. He's going to smack me. Too slow. That Bastille speed debuff. Brutal. Start targeting me again. I'm gonna go ahead and stand in the middle. Jump. Stand over here. And then we'll go to the other side again. So in this phase, if I was to just stand in the wrong place twice, then this would break. Or whatever place that I was standing in. So you want to make sure you distribute it evenly all the time. And whenever you can get your damage in, make sure you get your damage in. I've been distracted. I should have been getting the damage in. I think he's gonna try to snatch me. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, just roll out of the way when that happens. I'm gonna go ahead and let him smack me this time. I was just trying to make sure I got as much damage off as possible there. I don't want him to go into the collapsing rotation again. And he's dead. Should be. Come on, die, die, die. He barely has any health left. That's why I said the damage is fixed. You can't. There we go. Got it.
Must have it. Someone back at Blackfoot. Nice. I'd like to have it.
Got it. And a nutcracker. And there's that. That's how you get the Forsaken Giant. In the beginning, it was a very difficult boss to beat, especially very early on. But again, once you get the hang of his attack patterns, it's not too difficult. And there we have it. We have finally cleared all the strongholds and killed all of the bosses. So now what's left is just the Prime Wars and also Leah Labs, but this is, you really need a party to do this if you don't have a really good build. What's this? Paradox Space? Let's check it out. This is new to me. You just kill a bunch of bosses? That's what's it? Oh, no you don't. Oh, there are other players. Okay. nice. Got some acid, energy links, mud, and lots of stardust. Okay, simple enough. So now we're gonna go back home. Drop off all of our stuff. In our new deconstruct box. Okay. Oh, you get pro mods. I would like to try bounce at some point. I know bounce has got a lot of changes, so try to get as many bounce mods as I can. Nova Nutcracker, so let's...
I was curious about this thing before.
There we
Now
go.
I get it. Only by collecting the 5 Nova deviations could we activate this. This thing is called a staroid matrix. It comes from an original Stardust entity. It can continually produce something known as a staroid. Staroids reflect the will of Stardust.
Here we go.
They attract original entities, which have an endless hunger for them. I think we can take advantage of this. If we manage to collect enough staroids, we can lure the original entities into our trap and eliminate them.
Something's about
This
to
is a
break.
great development.
Oh.
We'll have to remember to come back here and collect newly spawned staroids.
So it... Oh, okay. So it's active. It generates staroids. Okay. Yeah. So the staroids are going to be very important. That's really cool now. So, okay. The way that they've changed this now, that wasn't a thing before. But I guess, yeah. All right. You clear the map, like we've been doing. You get your staroid generator thing going over here. And now that that's generating staroids, each of these, which we're going to be doing later on now, now that we've gotten to this point, we need to start doing the Prime Wars. But in order to do the Prime Wars, if you want to start it yourself, that is, you'll have to utilize your own amount of staroids to do so. So I haven't done any of the Prime Wars yet because I was just focusing on clearing the map. We are kind of late because I just don't play this game all that much. But we are kind of late in the season now. So I don't know if folks will be up to doing easy mode because everybody's doing like pro mode and nightmare modes now. But we will try to get a train going to tackle that, hopefully here soon. I wanted to teleport over here so I can finish this quest.
I saw it all. Once that thing got a hold of Ted, he began to change.
It's still...
There you are.
Yeah, and
Dennis explained.
well,
It's
damn, that man died.
I'm just skipping through that.
Yeah, you said it. Didn't take long at all before the paranoia started to kick in.
Oh, I have to go back to White Cliff?
well, not just me. I didn't even do any of the hardest work.
save it before going too far off the cliff. So all I gotta do is get the leakage source. Okay, and I think that is all. Okay, so now we need to complete one primary. There we go. Free star crom. It's always good. Let me go ahead and finish this. Let's make everybody miserable. Sorry, I'm just doing this for a commission. We got it now. Alright, there we go. Okay. Got 57 hours for the next commission. Alright. So from here on out, it's really just going to be about grinding to start doing the Prime Wars. So we'll start to do that in our next video. I'm probably going to be doing some resource gathering and all that stuff off camera because I need to get a lot of biomissiles. I just need to craft as many as I can, and that's going to take a lot of resources. So I need to farm a lot of stardust, need to farm a lot of steel and barreled fuel. I just got a lot to do. So I'm gonna prepare, and once I'm prepared, we'll start to take on these Prime Wars. So until next time, guys, stay safe out there. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a like, share, comment, subscribe if you want to. This is Big Zess here, and I'm out. Peace.